Kind of live. All right, testing out the new streaming equipment here, video, audio. Hope this sounds right. I'm gonna switch over to the actual stream and see if this is working. Says connecting, stream setup help. Next. I mean, this is gonna be a little bit weird here. Let's see if this works. Edit. It should be good. I'm not entirely sure if this is working or not. Let's see. Streaming. I don't see where this is actually working or not. Mikey D live stream. All right, come on. Start streaming. Oh, copy and paste. Copy your streaming software. Copy that. Done. Let's try. I mean, it says it's streaming. Let's take a look on my phone. It says you're now streaming. Now live. All right. Let's see. I'm going to keep talking aimlessly here. Just want to make sure, folks, that this is working. And we'll get into some NFL news. And it is. This is great. Okay. We're streaming. We're live. We're live on the YouTube. I like it. All right. Let's get into some breaking news here. The last couple days, kind of filling everybody on what's been going on in the NFL. Dogs barking in the background. Just want to get this out. All right. Bucks re-signing Chris Godwin, adding Hassan Reddick to the roster. Big move by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, keeping that cohesiveness with the wide receivers, the quarterback. I mean, Baker had a great year last year and the year before, stat-wise especially. Like, nobody would have thought this guy was putting up the numbers that he did. Godwin is signed to a 3-year deal worth $66 million, $45 guaranteed. You know, as long as the guy can stay healthy, I think he's absolutely worth that. I think he's proven that in the NFL. We're moving along here. Khalil Mack's named with the Chargers on a 1-year deal. I mean, it would have been nice if the Bills could have got this guy for the super low. It looks like he agreed to a 1-year, fully guaranteed $18 million deal. And you know what? They already released edge rusher Joey Bosa, so makes sense that they wanted to keep some pieces there on the line. Like I was saying, I wish that we would have been able to get Khalil Mack on the low. I think $18 million might be a little bit much. I know, he's got the accolades. He's definitely a game changer, but he's getting at the tail end of his career here. I'm not too sure what his age is. I'm looking that up right now. 34. So 34 years old. We got another Von Miller situation. Can he stay healthy? How productive will he be when he's on the field, right? All right, moving on. We have, I mean, the biggest news here as of late is the Steelers acquiring DK Metcalf from the Steelers. 5-year deal worth $150 million. Some big bucks here. Let's see. Metcalf had a 1-year remaining on the $72 million extension he signed in July of 22. 2-time Pro Bowler here. A game changer of a wide receiver. Big body, big frame. He's somebody that's going to go up and get those jump ball situations, but he's a good route runner for his size as well. This is definitely a piece I think that'll help out the Steelers. It would have helped any organization. Who am I kidding? 6'4", 235. Going to be playing alongside George Pickens, and probably have Kelvin Austin the third running in the slot there. The big question is, you got the pieces kind of on the outside. Running back situation, I think, is still kind of up in the air, but quarterback's the big kind of question mark here, right? So I'm thinking, it looks like they're reaching out to see if Aaron Rodgers has any interest, whether that's the case or not. I know I think Vikings were looking into possibly reaching out to A-Rod, and that could be completing the Brett Favre trilogy, right? Green Bay to the Jets to the Vikings and retiring. So that would be something if the Vikings actually ended up landing Rodgers for his final year, because I think he's got one more left. I think this is the last year, unless he doesn't find anything that interests him, that brings him back to football. He says he would want to play, but at this point in his career, I think if he doesn't get the deal that he wants and the opportunity he wants and I guess on the team that makes the most sense, he'll just call it quits, guys. I think he'll just call it quits. All right, I guess the largest news locally here, and probably should have started this off being a Buffalo podcast, is Josh Allen signing a 6-year deal up to $330 million, $250 guaranteed. So it's going to come out to about $55 million a year, second highest league-wide, trailing just Dak Prescott at $60 million per year. But the $330 million is the highest, I believe, for any player right now in the NFL, and he's worth every bit of that, right? He's shown it year in and year out. MVP season last year, and officially MVP season last year, proven over and over again why he's an elite quarterback. Now the big question is the Bills have been handicapped by their salary cap this year. So I know we just cut Von Miller, or released Von Miller, which I believe saves up around $15 million in cap space if I'm not wrong. It would be awesome if we can kind of fill that void on the defensive side there. We definitely need some pass rushers, and defense overall just I think needs to be bulked up just a little bit. Offensive wise, yeah, we got the quarterback. We're locked him down for the foreseeable future here. We have a promising young wideout in Keon Coleman. You still got Khalil Shakir, who I believe they gave an extension to earlier, I think it was about a month ago. We'll see what they do with Curtis Samuel, because a lot of people were scratching their heads on that signing after he really didn't get any use until pretty much the end of the season going into the playoffs. And then whether or not Dawson Knox comes back, what they're going to do with Kincaid. I mean, he had such a drop-off year compared to the year before. So the offense, I guess, isn't 100% sound, but they're in good shape. As long as you got Josh, you have a chance. I still don't know what's going on with the James Cook situation. I know he wanted more money. We'll see if the Bills shell that out. All right. Other news here. Davante Adams. I can't find it, but signing with the Los Angeles Rams. So, I mean, that's a huge signing for them. I know they're moving Cooper Kupp. You're going to be playing alongside of Puka Nacua. Pretty good situation for Davante to go to a pass-heavy offense. That team likes to air it out. Puka's, I would say, a top 10 receiver in the NFL. Had an amazing rookie season, had a great season last year, despite being injured for some time there. But Davante joining the Rams can only benefit them. And I'll get into one more thing here before we sign off. Again, this is just a test. I wanted to test out the live stream here and make sure this all works. What do we want to talk about here? We'll go back to the Bills here. Big signing here. Again, this was, I think, a couple days ago. Might have been longer. Trying to get my timeline straightened. Bills re-signed Greg Rousseau to a 4-year extension up to $80 million. This deal is basically going to keep him through 2029. $54 million is guaranteed, coming off one of his best seasons. First-round draft pick by the Bills in 21. 53 tackles, 24 quarterback hits, and 8 sacks last year. I believe the sacks led the team. I'm not 100% on that one. Along with Terrell Bernard being signed on the defensive end, this is a huge signing. One of our better players, one of the guys that I was hoping we can retain, again, with the kind of pass rush being a little bit handicapped last year, needing a guy like Greg Rousseau to come back and securing that contract, I think is a big win for the Bills. All right, folks, I think with that being said, I'm going to hit the outro.